I'm sure you all saw, but the New York Times had an article about some of the childhood safety swag, I suppose, that's being sold, including a
Bulletproof blankets. Have you seen those?
bulletproof blankets. I was going to say the one that broke my heart was a bulletproof insert for backpacks with a turtle on it, and it was just the mascot of this particular company. But what the hell are we doing to ourselves? I mean, this is where we do need to think about whole of culture. We need to think about whole of government, and not in a way that imposes more bureaucracy, but just what kind of country and culture do we want to be? And it's a question of what we all want to honor. And I think we have fallen into a trap of, we're talking about common ground. There's also an old concept that seems dated but can't be, called the common good. It was something we talked about a lot as a society after the Second World War. This was bipartisan. This is Eisenhower, Truman, Kennedy. The idea that, as Teddy Roosevelt says, we can't be a permanently good place for any of us to live in unless it's a reasonably good place for all of us to live in. And we have an obligation to the common good and what kind of society we want to be. And instead, we've been dragged into sort of a short-term attention span, greed is good, reality TV culture that is unmoored from values, that isn't trying to build a strong culture, that isn't thinking about how we build strong citizens for a democratic republic. And we need to do that again. We cannot accept this stuff as inevitable or normal. We need to think more comprehensively about it, and honoring teachers. I mean, teachers are hometown heroes, and that's what they've always been. There are certain professions that used to be incredibly honored and elevated. And I do think Tim Walz creates a wonderful callback to that. And must be a great source of pride and inspiration for you all. Go social studies. But we do need to think about what kind of country we need to be and where we're off the path and what we can do to get back on it. It does mean honoring the common good. It does mean honoring, teachers. It does mean honoring the diversity of experiences that lead to happy, productive students and the innovations that have come in that are not serving us. And then what we can do about it. Talk about solutions, not just problems. That's one of my great frustrations about politics and journalism, is that we talk too much about problems and not enough about solutions, and that we need to feel empowered